Hello, my name is Laura. Welcome to Emotions and Music Video 3, Emotions and Music Creating. The purpose of this video lesson is to create an original collaborative soundscape that expresses two contrasting moods. We have 3 goals today: prepare for the collaborative process, work together to create an original soundscape, and close with reflection questions from cellarts.org. This lesson is designed for a group class, but it can work for individual learners as well. We have a lot of work to do today, so please listen actively, have your materials ready, and feel free to stop and start the video as many times as needed throughout the lesson. The materials you'll need today are something to take notes with and instruments, which are objects that make interesting sounds. We will be using non-traditional instruments for the lesson today, so please look around the room and use your imagination to help you find musical instruments to use. Now would be a great time to pause the video to collect your materials. We have 3 new vocabulary words today: form, collaboration, and negotiation. The words will be defined throughout the lesson, and at the end we will do a quick review. Part of the preparation process involves reviewing vocabulary words from Video 1 and Video 2. There are 6 words total: soundscape, a mixture of sounds within a particular environment; mood, an emotional state of mind or feeling, also the feeling expressed in a work of art or literature; sequence, the order in which things are or should be connected. Sequence refers to how individual sounds are put together. One of the big goals today is to create a collaborative soundscape that expresses 2 contrasting moods. You'll need to think about what types of sounds best express each mood and how to organize the sounds together in sequence. The other words are timbre, dynamics, and tempo. Timbre, dynamics, and tempo are musical elements to help with expression. Timbre means the perceived quality of sound and refers to different types of sounds and textures. Dynamics are variation in loudness and softness and refer to volume, like the difference between a whisper, inside voice, or outside voice. Tempo is the rate of speed of a musical piece or passage, including variations in fastness and slowness. Two words to help us with the collaborative process are collaboration and negotiation. Collaboration means to work with others, and negotiation means to have a discussion with another so as to arrive at an agreement. The word collaboration is used when people work together to design something new, solve a problem, find a solution, or create an artistic work. Today we will be creating an original soundscape as a team. Part of the collaborative process also involves sharing responsibility, communicating clearly, discussing ideas, and making timely decisions as a group. Please keep these words in mind today as you work together. Today you'll be working with one another to create a 1-minute soundscape in ABA form that expresses 2 contrasting moods. Contrast means different, so the A section and the B section should sound different. Form is an orderly method of arrangement, and one example of form is ABA form. In ABA form, the A sections are the same and the B section is different. For the soundscapes today, please work together to create a 1-minute soundscape in ABA form that expresses 2 different moods. Experiment with timbre, which means texture, to find sounds that best express each mood. Determine what instruments to use, what sounds to make, and how to organize the sounds in sequence. Incorporate dynamics and tempo, and your group must be able to remember and repeat the soundscape. Here is the collaborative process that we will be using today. Experiment, define roles, select 2 contrasting moods, draft the A section, draft the B section, refine and practice, do a formal rehearsal, and then perform. How this will work is that I will introduce each activity, and then it will be up to your group to pause the video to complete all of the tasks within each activity. Okay, let's get started. So you have 1 minute to discover all of the different sounds your instruments can make. The timer will start now. Okay, great. I hope you found some interesting sounds. Now it's time to define roles. The purpose of this activity is to figure out how each person in the group will contribute to the collaborative process. Keep in mind that while there are specific roles, everyone is working together to accomplish the same thing. Please be kind as you work together, communicate clearly, and be sure to include everyone's voice in the process. So we need one person to write down the musical ideas in the A section. The point of writing down the ideas is to help everyone stay organized and make decisions that are specific. How you write it down is up to you. Draw, write sentences, whatever works. We also need one person to write down the musical ideas in the B section. We need one person to time the sections and the whole piece. We need one person to make sure all tasks are complete before moving forward. We need one person to introduce the group, one person to cue to start, one person to cue to stop, and many instrumentalists. Please pause the video to complete and move forward when done. Now it's time to select two contrasting moods, one for the A section and one for the B section. Contrast means different. As a group, you will need to negotiate which moods to pick. Remember, you will be expressing the moods musically. Once the group has made a decision, please write the mood words down. In a moment, you will see a mood word wall. Please use any of those or pick your own. Once you see the word wall, please pause the video to complete and move forward when done. Okay, great. Now it's time to draft the A section. The overall goal is to express the selected mood for 20 minutes in duration. So, the instructions are: select what instruments to use and who will play them. Keep in mind that you can have multiple instruments playing at the same time. Determine what types of sounds to make. Determine the order of the sounds. Incorporate dynamics and tempo. Write the musical ideas down, practice playing through with a timer, and make sure everyone participates in some way. Please pause the video to complete and move forward when done. The goals are the same for the B section. So you will need to express the selected mood, and it must be 20 seconds in duration. So select what instruments to use and who will play them. Remember, multiple sounds can happen at the same time. Determine what types of sounds to make. determine the order of the sounds, incorporate dynamics and tempo, write the musical ideas down, practice playing through with a timer, and make sure everyone participates in some way. Please pause the video to complete and move forward when done. Now it's time to see if everything is included in the A section and the B section. So, did you all select what instruments to use and who will play them? Did you all determine what types of sounds to make? Did your group determine the order of the sounds? Did your group incorporate dynamics and tempo? Did your group write the musical ideas down? Did your group practice playing through with a timer? And is everyone participating in some way? If you said yes to all of these, great. Please keep watching the video. If you need more time, that is totally fine. Please pause the video, take the time that you need, and move forward when done. Okay, time to practice the A section. Please pause the video, practice playing through the A section 5 times. Remember to use a timer. Please pause the video to complete and move forward when done. Now it's time to practice the B section. Please pause the video, practice playing the B section 5 times. Be sure to use a timer. Please pause the video to complete and move forward when done. Now it's time to practice ABA as a unit. So you'll play the A section, then the B section, then the A section again. Be sure to use a timer. Please pause the video to complete and move forward when done. Okay, to do the formal rehearsal, we need to learn about introduction and cueing. So in order for the introduction to happen, the group needs to come up with a group name and a soundscape title, kind of like a band name and a song title. To the person introducing, please introduce the group name and soundscape title before the performance. To the person cueing, please create a signal to show the group when it is time to perform. The signal can be whatever you want it to be, provided the group knows what the signal is. To the person cueing out, please create a signal to show the group when it is time to stop. Again, the signal can be anything that you want it to be, you just have to make sure to let the whole group know what it is. To everyone else, please watch and be ready. This may look like it is only an activity for a handful of people, but actually it is important for everyone to know what's going on and for you all to come up with your group name and soundscape title. So please pause the video to complete and move forward when done. Okay, now it is time for the formal rehearsal. The order of operation is the introduction happens, then the cue to start, then everyone performs the soundscape, then there's the cue to stop. So get your timer ready. Please pause the video to complete and move forward when done. Okay, nice job everyone. It is now time to perform. So how this will work is that you will see a timer on the screen. There will be time built in for the introduction and the cues and for the 1-minute soundscape. So remember the order of operation. Everyone watches, the introduction happens, the cue in, everyone performs, and then cue out. Good luck. The timer will start now. Okay, nice job everyone. So now we are at the end of our lesson and it's time for a vocabulary review. So we had 3 new words today: form, orderly method of arrangement; collaboration, to work with others; negotiation, to have a discussion with another so as to arrive at an agreement. If you would like to copy these words down, please pause the video now. After the lesson, please reflect on the questions by cellarts.org. If you are working individually, you can think on the questions or journal. If you are working in a group setting, please take time to discuss. How can an artist's relationship with others impact the performance, presentation, and production of artistic works? How does engaging in the arts provide opportunities to demonstrate an understanding of the need for mutual respect when viewpoints differ? Today you all worked with one another to create an original soundscape. How did your relationships with one another impact that process? Okay, this concludes the lesson. Thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate it. I hope you had fun and learned something new in the process. Have a great rest of your day. Bye.